Hello, friends. It's Thursday, and you're watching another exciting edition of Discovering Discipleship. I'm Jeremy Marshall, Family Discipleship Minister at Brooks Avenue Church of Christ in Raleigh, North Carolina. And one of my primary responsibilities as Family Discipleship Minister is journey groups. Journey groups are our small group ministry here at Brooks, and I like to think of them as a kind of workshop for discipleship. So for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be sharing a vision for journey groups moving forward. Today, I'll be talking about why journey groups are so essential to church life in our cultural moment. Next week, we'll see how journey groups fit within the church culture that we're trying to build here at Brooks. Then in 2 weeks, I'll tell you what to expect when you join a journey group. And in the 4th video in this series, you'll learn how to join a journey group at Brooks. Okay, so here we go. Journey groups in our current cultural moment. So first, we need to back up and talk about discipleship and how journey groups are helpful in supporting and sustaining us as disciples of Jesus. Discipleship, as we saw a few weeks ago when we went through the 23rd Psalm together, is a life of following Jesus like sheep follow their shepherd. Now, you'll often hear me say that discipleship is really just another way of talking about the ordinary Christian life. Now, don't hear that wrong. The ordinary Christian life is an adventure, and it's not an easy life. It's full of heartache and struggles, and yes, joy and wonder, but also long seasons where it's a slog, and you're getting tired of seeing the same landscape. Now, God never intended any of us to go through all of that alone. The Christian life is a team sport. Again, if discipleship means following Jesus like sheep following a shepherd, well, sheep travel in flocks, right? Like a free-range sheep, that's dangerous. So God's design, this is Ephesians 3:18, is for every believer to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and length and height and depth of the love of Christ. So nobody is in a private relationship with Jesus, right? We experience his redeeming and transforming love with all the saints. That is, with other believers. And for most of Christian history, doing life together happened pretty naturally. In the 2nd chapter of Acts, we read that the first Christians met from house to house, eating together, praying together, learning together, sharing in the Lord's Supper together, and worshiping together. And even as the church grew beyond the house church model, churches were embedded in particular communities. In other words, the church was one of the regular features of village and town life. The people you lived around and did business with every day were also the same people you saw in church. And that's how the church grew and maintained itself and even thrived for like 17 centuries. Because you went to church with the same people you worked with, that you went to school with, you did all your social activities with, Christians were able to manifest the fruit of the Spirit among each other rather organically. Like the church is a sort of hothouse for growing the fruit of the Spirit. So bearing one another's burdens and rejoicing with those who rejoice and weeping with those who weep, that was just a part of the normal routines and rhythms of life for most Christians, because the church was part of the structure of the culture and the daily rhythms of life. Each believer, right, they had a built-in support system as they struggled to live the Christian life. But the village church just isn't the reality anymore. So we've got to learn to be the church in ways that make sense for this moment in history. Now we live in a much more fragmented culture, and most churches are commuter churches, meaning first, your neighbors, if you know them, are not likely to worship with you or even be Christian at all. And second, your church is not part of your neighborhood. Given this massive cultural shift, small group ministries like journey groups play a vital role in the church being the church, because they're a smaller group of disciples who get to really know each other. So they help foster the kinds of spiritual friendships and encouragement and comfort and accountability that are necessary for a fruitful Christian life. So, beloved, my first challenge to you is to not see journey groups as optional. In the cultural moment that we're currently living through, we can't afford to view journey groups as an add-on. Rather, in light of the present reality, journey groups are going to become more and more necessary for the church to simply keep being itself.